Hello, welcome to Big Bang Cinema. I am Isaac, the Floey Doey Anderson.
I am Tyler, the Captain America Shield King.
That was probably the most melodramatic opening
Yeah.
we've had on a show. That was just wrong, but I apologize for you even having to see that. Anyway, this is a movie show where we talk about movie news.
Movie reviews.
And every single thing between. That was a little bit more energetic. That was
Yes,
pretty
it
good.
was.
Man, my goodness. Guys, we have a really packed show today.
I'm going to go ahead and say your shirt's screaming at me right now.
Well, you know what else screamed at me this week? My
What?
mother.
Oh, that is
And also
true.
the Cats trailer came out too, and that's not going to be part of our news. I thought
no.
we should mention it. Like, can we put up a photo of that, Mr. Thane? Can we put up a photo of that right behind us of the character from Cats? Oh my gosh!
Oh,
That's this is real, by the way. That is Miss Jennifer Hudson, I believe, and also Taylor Swift's in there. She plays the other cat. Oh gosh! Don't zoom in on it. That makes it so much worse.
that is like,
Oh, gosh.
That is horrifying. It's like someone should kill with fire.
Yes. So that's something that came out this week, but we had a lot of other stuff come out this week. We'll come back to that periodically.
That is truly haunting.
Well, speaking about haunting, Top Gun Maverick has come out with a trailer.
Oh.
And we saw that trailer, and Tom Cruise did not phone it in. Apparently he learned how to
Oh.
fly a real jet.
Oh, he did. So
Yeah,
he
but
did it all
according to
stunts.
Drew, he's not actually flying it. He's in the back seat pretending to fly it, but
Yeah,
he
he-
gets paid to do that.
Yeah, because he had a little booster scene. He's back there flying it. I remember that. I saw the behind the scenes on the making of Top Gun 2. So I will probably see this movie. I don't know. I feel like I have the whole top craze.
The top craze?
I call it the top craze.
Okay. Are you just saying that because you messed up the words? Or?
No, it's top craze. It's like because you remember back in the 80s, late 80s. You remember that time, right?
I was
Yeah,
negative
when-
6 years old.
Well, when that movie come out, and it was Top Gun everything. You had Top Gun. I mean, they had roller coasters. They had posters. People were Maverick or Iceman or Goose for.
They had like
for
Top Gun
Christmas.
the T-shirt, Top Gun the cereal, Top Gun the flamethrower. Kids
Every-
love that one.
Absolutely. It was everywhere. You couldn't escape it. And now everybody's like, "You remember Top Gun?" They're like, "Is that show on television where they're shooting?" No, that's not it. On the science. No, what channel does Top Gun come on? The gun show.
What are you talking about?
There's a gun show called Top Show where they test out gun.
Oh, yeah,
Channel. History Channel.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Well, we talked about when this trailer, when the movie was announced. I said, I'm not sure how I feel about this idea. Is this just going to be just a total 100% rehash of the first one, Top Gun? Tom Cruise. I mean, you might as well. Why don't we just call him Top Gun for sake?
Or Tom Gun.
Tom Gun. That's a good compromise. Tom Gun. Tom Gunn said he was only going to do it if they could have real jets and they weren't going to be CGI. And he basically said we're only going to do it if it's not going to look like a piece of garbage.
Oh,
And
I guess he learned his lesson from The Mummy.
yeah, and which is weird because do you know who directed this film?
I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb. I'm gonna make a big guess here. Was it the original director?
No, it's the original director's dead. That's Tony Scott.
Oh,
Him and his short shorts.
Tom
and his
Berger. Tom Berger.
No,
did this one.
Joseph Kosinski. Do you know who Joseph Kosinski is?
No, I don't.
Joseph Kosinski directed Oblivion and Tron Legacy.
Those were both amazing movies.
I know, such great films that
Oh.
went down in history as some of the best films ever made. They were just revolutionary in their time.
I mean, I did not get seizures in either one
He
of
is
those movies.
criminally underrated for what he is. I mean, Oblivion, what a hit. I mean,
Honestly, I saw those movies and I didn't die. I mean, it was pretty great.
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
have seizure either, so
but
it
man,
was
Tron
awesome.
Legacy led to so many innovations.
I know.
I mean,
And so many
do you remember
careers were built off that movie.
I know. I mean, remember when Jeff Bridges' creepy Wile E. Coyote-looking face popped up on screen? I'm like, that guy knows how to make a movie.
It does.
That guy knows how to make a hit.
Or the night.
Oh gosh!
Yeah.
I didn't expect that to be a. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, that was almost as terrifying as this man's rap sheet. But in all seriousness, the guy's career. I mean, he makes decent movies. I didn't think Oblivion was bad. I think Tron Legacy was bad. They're just,
They're FX 2:00 in the afternoon on a Thursday. Maybe.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And but the trailer looked fantastic on this. I have to say. They had a lot of callbacks. They had some volleyball, and it had some there in the bar singing with the piano, and he's on the motorcycle again.
That's all they do in the Air Force is play volleyball.
Yeah, I know. And apparently
Yeah.
he's been doing the same thing for 30 years.
30 years. Can you imagine playing volleyball every day for 30 years straight?
Imagine going to the danger zone that much.
The danger zone. It's not even the danger zone anymore because it's apparently not dangerous.
I know, now it's the AARP zone.
I guess it's just the zone, man.
Now it's just a zone. Any final thoughts on this before we go on?
I will probably see this.
you'll probably see this. If that's the bar that we've gone to,
Yeah.
you're in big trouble. But I'm excited about it. Just seeing those aerial shots got me excited. It does feel like a tired idea, but if you don't see anything but for the cinematography, I'm excited for it. And Tom Cruise always gives it his all with this
Do you
kind of
think
thing.
he's going to jump out of a jet in this?
I'm sure he
Like
would-
he's going to jump out of the jet and fall like 300 feet and a mile. That's right.
300
a mile.
feet? No, that's so
300,
below
400
him.
feet. But he like ducks and rolls and survives, so that'd be pretty
Like
awesome.
with no parachute?
Yeah, just
I'd
like
watch
no
it.
parachute. Tom Cruise. Yeah, he does the stunt himself.
He breaks his ankle, but he keeps on with the take. I
Yes.
dig it. Anyway, guys, speaking about breaking your ankle and keep on moving, Comic-Con
Oh,
was this week. And I believe this is the 50th Comic-Con?
the fifth.
Which is the average age of most of the people that attend Comic-Con and freak out about these Hall H panels.
Yes.
I mean, you being a 57-year-old man, you probably can remember the first one of these, right?
Yeah, it was right after I got back from the war.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The war for good movies.
Yeah, Vietnam. I got back and I read the first Iron Man issue. It was pretty awesome.
Exactly. I still believe the original Tyler Keane has been replaced with this Tyler Keane from Vietnam that likes movies, and
So
you've
what-
never been quite the same after that.
See, yeah, it's not. That's absolutely true.
Well, neither has any of the stuff that we've heard from Comic-Con, because so much stuff came out with Comic-Con. This is the big reason why
okay,
we couldn't shove everything into here.
Let's pull this back. This was MarvelCon.
Marvel was the only one. I originally had this as just Marvel news because that was the most important. But real quick, before we go into the Marvel stuff, what was other stuff at Comic-Con, movie-wise, that you were excited about?
Jojo Rabbit.
Was that a Comic-Con thing? I don't think that was a Comic-Con thing.
Comic-Con
That
thing?
came out yesterday. Oh no! Don't pull it, Taylor Swift.
No.
Okay, that's
Something happened that wasn't Marvel at Comic-Con. I think I'm rupturing some vessels in my brain right now. I think I'm having,
they had some
I'm
tremendous
having a
stuff.
brain hemorrhage.
Well,
I gotta stop thinking.
okay, yeah, there was a few other little things. What about DC? What did they put out?
Was DC there? Was
That's a-
DC at Comic-Con?
That's a good point.
Were
Was
they
DC
there?
even there?
I guess they were like.
I don't think they were. I don't have it in my
Yeah.
notes if they were there or not.
Unless their panel time was the same one as Marvel, like no one showed up for it.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and talk about Marvel because that's what you're really here to hear about. Comic-Con was pretty big this year, but Marvel announced like what they're going to be doing for their cinematic universe.
And there was like guys out there like falling out of their chairs, and one guy was like stood up and he was feeling the spirit.
It
and
looked
fell
like a
over.
Benny Hinn revival or
It
something.
did look like that. I mean, you had so many people freaking out in the audience.
So here's the lineup of what they have now, and all the children got very excited about this. And it looks like Disney Plus is definitely going to get some subscribers after this. So let's kind of start. We're a movie show, but we might as well talk about this because this is such a big part of movies. Let's kind of hit on the movies, and then we're going to hit on the streaming services. Okay?
Start with that one.
Okay. So Black Widow. What do you think about the Black Widow solo movie?
I'm pretty down for it. Dan Harbour, Hopper from Stranger Things. He is in it, and he is
Oh yeah,
going to be-
David Harbour's in it. Yeah.
David Harbour.
You
Yeah,
tried to combine it, Jim Harbour.
yeah. So it's Jim Hopper and David Harbour is Jim Harbour.
Oh, I mean, with this,
Hopper.
I mean, his name is associated with success. I mean, the last Hellboy. I mean, like that really has launched his career to new heights.
So he is playing Captain Russia in this film, the Red Guardian.
Exactly. Well, he was the Red Guardian before, and it turned out great.
It's weird because I think in the last season he killed a whole bunch of Russians, and then now
Then he killed all the box office records with Hellboy.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, well,
Hellboy came out already.
I kind of thought the same thing.
Yeah.
It was out for like a week and a half, and then they canceled it.
I heard they're replacing Black Widow in this film
Yeah, along with
another
David
Black
Harbour.
Widow. With another Black Widow.
Oh wow, really? Is that for real?
Yeah, there's like tons of Black Widows out there. They're going to replace her.
So Natasha Romanoff's not going to be it? I know she's dead.
Oh,
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's like Yelena. Yelena is going to be the new Black Widow.
Well, you know what? That was a bad pun. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry you had to hear that. That was almost as bad as the Cats trailer. I do apologize. Oh gosh, yeah, it was the equivalent of that face in a joke. So Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings.
Shang-Chi.
What do you think about that?
Okay,
you're a comic
why is
man.
he fighting the Mandarin when the Mandarin was the Iron Man villain?
I feel like that.
Yeah. Is it because the Mandarin's kind of Asian and Shang-Chi sounds Asian, so they got Asians fighting other Asians?
I don't know.
I guess. I don't know the kind of thought process behind it.
Well, let's go to the other one, the Eternals, because there's so much to handle
Oh,
here.
great. Everybody loves the Eternal.
I know. I had to ask you what
You
they
remember
were.
the
I love
Eternals?
them so much.
I love it. Man, I barely remember any of the Eternals.
Angelina Jolie is going to be in it. Apparently, they're going to have their first LGBTQ character in that, which is pretty big for the cinematic universe.
It's not going to make it past editing. China's not going to release this film.
I'm sure it'll probably be watered down, but hey, it's something. It's kind of cool.
It's gonna be like, well, I like to wear boots, women's boots on the weekends. It's probably that
It'll
kind
be
of
like a
thing.
line in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, wait, what? Like, huh?
Oh, well.
Did he just say?
It's a whole thing. Anyway, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, I heard great things about that. Actually, this is actually going to be him and Scarlet Witch, and he's teaching Scarlet Witch how to use her powers.
That's pretty sick.
And it's going to talk about it's going to bring forth the whole multiverse that was kind of hinted at in Spider-Man.
And so we have all these other Disney Plus shows, which we'll touch on in just a minute. But the other one, the one I really want to talk about, this is probably the biggest one, was Love and Thunder, the Thor movie.
Yeah.
And we talked about this last week, was Taika Waititi dropped out of Akira and got delayed because he wants to work on Thor 4. And Natalie Portman's going to be our new Thor.
Yeah, she's going to have the hammer.
Which she portrayed Jane Foster, which I don't know about you. Oh gosh, no, not Taylor Swift, not Taylor Swift. Thank God.
I got a question for you.
Was she even in the last movie?
No, she was. No, she wasn't in the last Thor movie. You actually remembered her character name from the movies.
Yeah, because I did a little research on it. I didn't
research.
remember it at first. I'm like, what was her character's name?
It was Natalie Portman. That was the character's name.
She's generic love interest.
Yeah,
That's what she is.
Generic Natalie Portman character.
Now, I'm all good with them switching Thor up to be a woman. I'm all cool with them taking it in a different direction.
But I don't see like a 4'9" Thor kind of scary. That's
I
my
also
problem.
don't care about Jane Foster as a character. Yeah. I think Natalie Portman's a fine actress. I thought she was the worst part of these movies because she's such an underwritten character. And she's generic love interest. Unless they really beef up her character, I don't really know how this will play. But everyone's like, well, it's in the comics. It's so good. Just because it's in the comics doesn't mean it's good. Chewbacca got hit by a planet and died in one of the comic books of Star Wars. Doesn't make it good, you know. But besides that, I'm sure it'll turn out fine. I'm sure it'll be a solid 7 out of 10, and I will forget about it in a week. But the Disney Plus stuff is probably one of the biggest things that they announced. And they also announced all the Marvel stuff they had put on Netflix is not canon anymore.
Yes.
So sorry you wasted your time for 2 seasons with Daredevil and 2 seasons for Punisher.
3 seasons for Daredevil.
3 seasons? There was a 3rd season?
And it was awesome. It was the best season they did was the 3rd season.
I did not know that. Well, how do you feel about that? Them having shows on Disney Plus that actually have consequences in the cinematic world and carry over instead of them just being completely independent.
They already tried to do that with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Well, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was more like, sure, we try to make it revolve around that, but it was kind of like a fan-made show. It felt like a fan-made show at times. Mm-hmm. But Disney Plus, you guys are going to get a lot of subscribers just because of this. I'm sure they'll get so much recognition, and I feel like, we'll end on this, that the fact that they already conquered the world record of beating Avatar, like, well, you can't really do better than the world record, so we might as well try to do that. So let's move on from this.
Maybe they'll try to beat the Netflix's income. Well, anybody can beat Netflix run at a negative, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, every single season for Stranger Things, they bump up their prices to like $16. Yeah. Anyway, speaking about bumping up their prices beyond a place where people can afford it, Playmobil, the ripoff of Legos, are made of rip-off Lego movie. Mm-hmm. You want to see the trailer? No? Well, you're going to for at least 2.5 minutes.
Wait, this isn't GoBlocks?
This isn't Well, this is essentially GoBlocks. So, in case you like I just said, Playmobil is essentially just a toy company that's a lot like Legos, but
not too much like Lego.
They're just enough not to get sued.
Yeah.
And they decided to market a movie by a STK Films, I think.
I believe the original name of the toy line was Dumb Lego.
Dumb Lego? Dago?
Yeah, Dago. Dumb Lego. I remember that.
Like, because they Dago in the trash?
Yeah, they go right in the trash when you get it for Christmas.
So Daniel Radcliffe is in this movie, and a few other big name actors like Anna Taylor-Joy is in this. You know who Anna Taylor-Joy is?
Split?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we got one. Yeah, we got one.
Woo!
Split. Because she was split on whether to do this movie or not. And a few other kind of decent, big actors,
This don't sound star-studded, man. This kind of sounds like B and C.
Playmobil does not spare any expense with the actors that they choose.
We spared all expense.
We spared all expense. I mean, it could be, they're not quite in the level of Cats as far as creme de quoi of casting and special effects.
I'm pretty sure they just bought Daniel Radcliffe a bowl of soup at a diner, got him to be in the movie.
I'm sure they was like, we'll pay for the soup if you like spend 10 minutes in a booth.
He's like, what?
And we
Okay.
he's like, just say these words, and they basically just chop the words up on the computer, and they made it look like he stayed the whole time. So this trailer, it sucks, and I'm amazed that this even got made. Really, I've like
I know why it got made. You got people we got some studio that didn't make Lego movie. Like, we need that Lego movie.
We need a Lego movie, yeah. Like, because the Emoji Movie, like, great success. I mean, for that movie.
Absolute success.
I mean, it was just the biggest hit of that year.
Oh no, you forgot to put the S on that hit.
Oh, hits.
No,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, hits. There we go.
There you go. Just put that together in your mind. You'll get the joke.
Yeah.
Just smash it together. Smash it. You know what to do. Anyway, any final thoughts on this crap?
That's my thoughts exactly.
Yeah, this is garbage, and it's going to bomb at the box office, and they'll make an inevitable sequel that'll also bomb at the box office.
It's going to be like a direct-to-Netflix sequel.
This is baffling that this even got made.
Yeah, it is.
We just had to talk about it.
This is not like a Nathan Fielder joke, is it?
No, this is not a Nathan Fielder joke. It almost feels like it. It almost feels like a... Oh, gosh! I literally just caught the tail end of that.
We got a screen. He stole us pig seeds from Cats.
By the way, Cats broke the record for earliest Razzie nomination.
It did.
That's real, by the way. They've already been nominated. Oh, no! The rotating makes it so much worse.
Oh.
And you know what also makes it
absurdity.
worse? The fact that thing actually exists.
No, the weirdest part is that they showed it so producers, so board members, they thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, I'm like, this is gonna kill. The millennials are gonna love this.
Can you imagine in the studio just like pitching the movie? And you got like a whole board of like 10 people. And the guys, they're going to be in like faces, cat forms with CG fur, and they just reach across the table and go,
We're gonna make them.
"Go for it! We're down for it."
Were they sniffing? Were they taking a big breath in because they really wanted to?
No, it's catnip.
That's
They're
catnip.
getting ready. They're getting ready to release the film, so they're like, "Yeah, let's do like a big line of catnip."
Well, speaking about implied drug use, Jojo Rabbit is a trailer that we
I
saw
love
this week.
JoJo. I've seen all the seasons of JoJo.
Well, Jojo Rabbit's a movie directed by Taika Waititi, and Taika Waititi plays imaginary Hitler.
Are you telling me there's no stands in this movie?
I'm saying there's no sense.
There's no Hamon in this movie.
No, it's only this douchebag, not Taika Waititi, but Hitler. It takes place in Nazi Germany, and there's a little child that has I should call him a little kid that has a rabbit that he carries around all the time, and he has an imaginary friend who is Hitler.
Notch his mouth on the tree and get him in the leg.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And it's from what I read, it's an anti-hate satire, which Taika Waititi is a writer and director, and it looks pretty interesting. He's also playing Hitler in the movie. Scarlett Johansson's in the movie. I'm very excited for this.
I almost didn't recognize him as Taika Waititi. That's the weird
Well,
part.
he painted his face a little bit more white.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like a really funny movie. We don't see a whole lot of really clever ideas like this now, especially from big name directors like Taika Waititi. And he's only just recently become a big name director after Thor, and he's quickly become one of the biggest names in filmmaking, really.
Yeah. He has got a successful TV show on FX. What We Do in the Shadows series, and then his independent film, What We Do in the Shadows, is probably one of the funniest independent low budget movies I've ever seen.
He has a really funny sense of humor. I mean, really funny sense of humor. He has a really unique sense of humor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, funny is implied, but
I believe there was a scene from Cats. He predicted Cats in What We Do in the Shadows.
What did he say? There was going to be an awful, terrible CGI cast of characters?
No, there was a horrible CGI cat with a human face in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
Yeah, you have to look it up.
Oh! It genuinely gets me every single time. I know I put the photo up there, but I don't expect it every single time I look at the monitor.
It's like they want to do Avatar, but they just couldn't.
Oh, gosh. I was trying to make a joke about Avatar, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't.
I don't know. The joke is that they lost at the box office, and Avatar actually made that much money. That's the real joke. You've been played, kids. But thank you so much for watching so far. If you guys want to leave a comment, you can go to facebook.com/Studio67NCC. You can find us on youtube.com/NashComCollege or 67NCC. We're going ghost for a second. We're back. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, we're going to review Cats in more realistic fashion, and it's known as The Lion King. Stay with us.
MAIL is a leadership organization
that focuses on mentoring young men
to achieve leadership.
and success.
We help.
We learn,
We work.
we lead.
we're back. Hi, I missed you. I'm just kidding. I'm glad you're back, though. Anyway, no, I'm not happy that was back. I'm not happy that exists, actually. But guys, thank you so much for coming back. My name is Isaac. I've been here before, Anderson.
This is Tyler Keem. But what wasn't this predicted as like one of the seals for that's going to happen toward the end of the world? Like one of the signs of tribulations
Was that the Cats trailer was
yeah,
coming out?
the Cats movie. There'll be humanoid cats on TV.
There's humanoid cats and everybody's in shambles.
Yes.
And whoa!
Something
Look at that
Razzie
rotation.
Award.
Look at that rotation.
Our society's going down the toilet, man.
Well, speaking about society going down the toilet, we saw a movie this week that definitely influenced that ideal in our minds. What movie was that?
I believe it was called The Lion King.
The Lion King. That's right.
Or Hamlet with cats.
So, Tyler, what is Lion King about?
It is about Hamlet, but in Africa with animals.
That's pretty much it, but it's told in a very really
Musical way.
It's told in a very musical way, and it's also very realistic-looking CGI. And did you see the animated one back in '94? Well, then you've seen this one, except this one's more bland.
Yeah.
It's like if Chili's got worse. But guys,
It's got worse.
Tyler, what do you think about this movie?
It was like you said, it's like the original, but you didn't have a lot of the emotional impact the original had. And I think a lot of it's because what they didn't do with Jungle Book. Because Jungle Book, the animals' faces actually, they had face acting.
Face acting.
And
Look at that acting, man.
Ugh.
Simba looks terrible.
Ugh. I'm not lying, like I feel like my stomach kind of really hurts right now. Like looking at it, like I'm getting kind of dizzy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to.
Well, Taylor Swift's
yeah.
right here.
There we go. So it's like they after this there was like no facial acting in these animals. They were just like it was like emotional scenes, but there's like no eye movement. There's like nothing going on there.
This is their face. I know we can't zoom into this, but like this is their face when Simba's dad dies.
It was like a cat like that like.
That's the face he makes through the whole movie.
Yeah, it's.
There's like no emoting.
It's like Brie Larson played all the animals in this movie.
That's emotion right there.
Yeah, it is
that is true acting.
Yeah. It was like Brie Larson was every animal in this entire film. it was like this, like just bland, just like restaurant and just face, no movement. You're just like, I wonder what's going on that animal's mind right now. Oh.
I mean, they should really take influence from that new Cats trailer. I mean,
See,
if only Cats came out before this, that would have influenced them so much.
Well, I'm glad it didn't because it would probably be mass suicides from that movie.
And most likely so. So, this movie, yeah, I thought this movie was, The Lion King was all right. I've seen it before.
It was like the original with less emotional impact.
Yeah, I liked the first half before Simba became an adult. Yeah. I liked most of that. The intro was pretty cool, like the Circle of Life thing was really nice to see. The images were stunning to watch, but the biggest thing is just like the characters. Like there's no personality in any of their faces. Like we said, like this is probably the most personality you get out of any of these animals.
This is the face you'll see the entire movie. First you're like, and then you're like, okay.
And I get they're trying to make them photorealistic,
but
that's
like
like
a just died, but he still got that same little cutie
I
face.
couldn't tell them apart, really.
Yeah.
I couldn't, like, could you tell which one was Nala? And
exactly. I think I told you that. That text you or Ben that. I was like, I had a hard time telling who was who because they all look exactly the same.
Like, for real, they look all the same. Like, that's real. I mean, granted, animals look very similar, but that was the biggest detriment to the movie. And also, the second half of the movie feels really bland and boring. I don't know. Well, that they needed this. They needed Jennifer Hudson in a costume to wake and shake this thing up.
Yes.
Really. I mean, just look at that. Look at the devastation in her face. That's a face that says, hey, I got paid a lot of money for this, but I'm still going to be here, dang it, because this is a prestigious film. That's going to win a lot of awards.
No one's going to make fun of this movie.
No one's going to make... No, this trailer... There's no way anybody could hate this trailer. No way. Absolutely no way. But what did you think about like the movie as a whole? Like compared to their animated movie?
I felt some of the scenes were shot for shot, and a lot of stuff that the really neat stuff from the original which is not realistic was taken out. Like I missed the whole pile up of animals and he's singing as a kid and just all lines piled up on each other.
Yeah, well, seeing that.
Or the part with the vines where this one he just kind of rolls down a hill a little bit.
Well, I mean, if you'd put that in a realistic fashion, you'd probably have to up the rating, just because it looks so real.
Yeah.
But Yeah, and just kind of like he went beat for beat from mostly like the original movie, except it has better effects. The stuff they did change was fine. I mean, some of the stuff with Seth Rogen and Scar was a little bit different, I think. But that was basically it. I mean, was the original one that boring in the second half? I mean, it was just,
No.
it was just, I had to get up out of the theater because I was about to fall asleep. It was so boring.
Well, so here's the thing, though, is what I do miss about the original was, Jeremy Irons is the voice for Scar. And Jeremy Irons, it doesn't matter who you are, Jeremy Irons is the villain just because of the way he sounds like. Yeah, in this one, he didn't sound that scary. Yeah, Jeremy Irons sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he sounds like an evil person, like when you hear his voice. And what Scar sound like, at the very beginning, even if it's your first time watching The Lion King, you're like, this is the bad guy, because Jeremy Irons'
He
voice
just
is
revels
creepy.
in how evil he is.
Yeah,
really.
it just sounds. If he looks evil, and this was just like a lion. I was like,
Yeah. They really could have just used James Earl Jones' old voiceover for this, but they got him to do it again.
and he sounds old.
He sounds like an old man.
Yeah.
He sounds like an aging man. He sounds like a dying Darth Vader is what he sounds like. But we're going to wrap this up because essentially, if you like the original movie, I just watched the intro of The Lion King, the new one, on Facebook or like YouTube or something like that, and that's all you need to see. Pull up the musical numbers. The rest of it is forgettable, and you've seen it before, and there's no personality in any of the faces. But our final verdict, 5 out of 10.
6.4 out of 10.
Also, Beyonce, look, you are a very attractive lady. You can sing super well. I wish you the best. Please, you're
rip
no
off
Jennifer
artists.
Hudson. I mean, that woman, Beyonce, don't act, please. That's just a please. Whenever you spoke in this movie, I may or may not have cringed, and that's just a personal opinion. But we all love you, Beyonce. Keep being a good girl. Just take some
Stop
action.
ripping off other artists when you try to do your music videos. Yeah, did you know about that? That's another big debacle about this movie. That the trailer she did for a music, the music video for the movie. She had saw a music video and she ripped off another artist and she's getting sued for
Well,
it.
I mean, I know the artist she ripped off. It was the Cats trailer, like in Taylor Swift
Absolutely.
and Jennifer Hudson. I mean,
Yeah, they're getting sued.
and they got back at them by showing them. You see, look at the realistic
this
fur
is how
on
you
these people.
show. This is how you show emotions in cat faces.
I mean, the realistic motion of that turn.
Yeah.
That's just riveting. That's a face that shows just devastation, almost like they just realized halfway through the trailer that they were in the Cats trailer.
Like they're going to jump out of your bed at night and eat your flesh while you're sleeping.
And they were like, "This is
Yeah.
there's no way that this movie can fail. Everyone is going to love this." I mean, such a good decision turning down
This
the
is not
Avengers
going to
Endgame
scare
to be in
children.
this.
It's not going to scare children under the age of 10.
Absolutely. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. If you want to leave a comment or leave a question, do you hate the Cats trailer too? You can leave a comment at facebook.com/studio67ncc,
If you want-
youtube.com/NASCOMcollege.
If you want to give us a review of what happened at DC during Comic-Con, please let us know what happened.
Yeah, well, is DC even still around? Are they even still making movies?
I believe so, because I got a friend of mine who keeps talking about it. But
Well,
it all sounds far-fetched and
yeah.
outlandish.
Yes, I know. Well, Zack Snyder also came out with his new trailer, and we didn't talk about it because the other stuff was a little bit more
I
interesting.
thought it was because of Zack Snyder.
Yeah, Zack Snyder, at least he's making movies. It's straight to Netflix, but it's a movie.
Let's do that next week. Let's give you a whole segment just talk about.
Well, next week we're talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and we actually got to go in just a second.
All right.
But yeah, we're talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and who knows what we're going to talk about next week? I don't know. My name's Isaac. Been here before, Anderson.
I am Tyler Keene.
Stay lovely. Don't be like the Cats trailer. Be good.
Don't be creepy.
Oh!
Ugh.
What good, right way to